Welcome to this morning's Bangladesh news update. Let's hear the headlines first. Police move to stop retailing at Karan Bazar amid coronavirus outbreak. India hands Bangabandhu killer Risaladar Mosleuddin to Dhaka, said NDTC TV. 164 more Bangladeshis said to return home from India this afternoon. Experts suggest gradual reopening of priority sectors. Saqib Al Hassan to auction 2019 World Cup bat to raise COVID-19 fund. And RAB arrests landlord for throwing out tenant for rent in city. These were the headlines. Let's jump into the details news now. The police have announced that no retail trade will be allowed at Karan Bazar in Dhaka as shoppers crowding the biggest marketplace of the capital raise the risk of a large coronavirus outbreak. A timetable has also been fixed for wholesalers to avoid crowd building up. Hasnat Khandokar, an inspector at Tejgapur station, said on Tuesday. The decisions came after 6 people of the area tested positive for COVID-19, he said. The retailers will now sit along the street outside Government Science College and the nationwide lockdown, the inspector said. Vegetable and grocery wholesalers will be allowed to trade between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., while the fishmongers and warehouse will carry on from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. The police have also specified one-way routes for vehicles to carry goods into the market and leave. They will use the streets next to CA building and a La Vinci hotel for entry and exit via the streets next to Petro Bangla and TCB building. Indian intelligence agencies reportedly handed over Risaladar Mosleuddin, a key conspirator convicted in the accession of the father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman to Bangladesh on Monday evening, NDTV reports. According to reports, the killer was handed over to Bangladesh at an undisclosed land or border crossing. The reporter published on Tuesday afternoon said that the New Delhi had handed over another absconding assassin, Abdul Majid, to Dhaka in February. Both assassins were reportedly living in West Bengal for over 2 decades. Abdul Majid was picked up from near his home in South Kolkata last February. Mosleuddin was detained in Bongao, some 70 kilometers away. The reported intelligence operation to track Mosleuddin was conducted under deep cover by top agencies, and even the West Bengal police was unaware of the operation, sources say. When initial reports about the operation emerged along with photos and videos of the suspect, there was a lot of confusion because some sources claimed the man in the photo, who was allegedly Mosleuddin, had died a few years ago. According to some reports, Bangladesh used highly sophisticated facial recognition technology to confirm that the man being handed over was indeed the fugitive. The third batch of Bangladeshi nationals who got stuck in India due to the nationwide lockdown there are set to return home from Chennai this afternoon. A flight of US Bangla Airlines carrying them is scheduled to land at Hazrat Shah Jalali Airport at 3:30 p.m., according to a press release of the airline. Besides, 2 more flights will be operated on April 24 and 25 to bring back more Bangladeshi nationals from Chennai. Earlier, 2 flights of US Bangla Airline brought back Bangladeshis from India in 2 phases of April 20 and April 21. Several hundred Bangladeshi nationals were stranded in different parts of India after they went there for medical purposes. The government is in coordination with Bangladesh High Commission in New Delhi facilitated the return of the Bangladeshis. As the country's economy remains standstill for over a month amid the coronavirus pandemic, the time has come to reopen trade and business partially to face the imminent recession, economic analysts said. They said reopening of trade, business, and production on a limited scale based on priority through maintaining the safety guidelines in the midst of coronavirus crisis will help keep the wheels of the economy moving. After extending the shutdown for four times since March 26, the government is looking forward to finding some sustainable ways to reopen the economy so that the country can cope with the next phase of challenges. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Monday also hinted that the government might allow some export oriented industries on a limited scale for the sake of export if the guidelines on health and safety for the workers are properly maintained. Some factories must be opened to continue exports. All industries cannot be reopened, remain shut ahead of the Ramadan. Some areas will be reopened gradually, said the Prime Minister. Bangladesh all-rounder Saqib Al Hasan has decided to put his bat with what he played in the World Cup 2019 in England on auction, aiming to raise fund to help the people affected by the coronavirus pandemic. Saqib is the second Bangladeshi cricketer after Mushfiqur Rahim to put the bat on auction. Earlier, Saqib formed a foundation named Saqib Al Hasan Foundation to help the people suffering from the coronavirus. Bangladesh imposed a countrywide shutdown on 25th of March, which was later extended until 25th of April. Due to the lockdown, many day laborers and workers remained stranded. Many of them lost jobs while the other lost their business. The government is struggling to help them with food, cash, and daily needs. I have decided to put my bat on the auction. I have played well with this bat in the World Cup 2019. This bat is one of my favorites, Saqib said in a Facebook Live session on Tuesday. Members of Rapid Action Battalion have arrested a house owner for allegedly ousting her tenants who were unable to pay a month's rent amid the coronavirus lockdown. Confirming the news, RAB 2 company Commander Marj H. M. Parvez Arifin said that a team of the elite force arrested Noor Akhtar Shampa from Dhanmondi area on Tuesday evening. Later, she was handed over to Kalabagan police station, he said. Earlier, the tenant's family had filed a case against Shampa at the Kalabagan police station. On Saturday around 10:30 p.m., Shampa threw out the family of five, including a 2-month-old child, as they were unable to pay only 1 month's rent.